I was panicked. I was gonna run late. I opened a Coke and I didn't think there was any way it could have been shaken up, but Cal Surprise, Coke all over my desk and stuff. So I spent my 45-minute intermission panickingly um, trying to remove any remnants. Yeah, Linda, it was I was very ill with myself. Oops. Right there. That is not it. Oh. Let's see. Is this it? Okay. This is a short chapter, which is fine. They are supposed to be short, like myself. Um, Chapter 6 of the Tao Te Tao Te Ching. Whatever we see or don't see, whatever exists or doesn't exist, is nothing but the creation of this supreme power. Tao is limitless, unborn, eternal. It can only be reached through the hidden creator. She is the very face of the absolute, the gate to the source of all things eternal. Listen to her voice, hear it echo through creation. Without fail, she reveals her presence. Without fail, she brings us to our own perfection. So let me remove that and then bring this up. Oh, okay. Do some analysis. So this analysis again, um, I thought this was the best analysis when I was researching. Um, it's from the Tao Te Ching, the Taoism of Lao Tzu, explained by Stefan Stenud. The womb. Lao Tzu allows himself some play with words here. The Chinese word for valley, ku, can be translated gorge, and the word for female of any species also refers to a deep gorge. The word for mystical, Xuan can be translated dark or deep. So Lao Tzu describes a dark depth from the entrance of which the whole world springs, like a child does from its mother's womb. The sign for entrance, also meaning gate or door, shows a swinging door, just like the one to the saloon in every Western movie. In the context of this chapter, it's an image also suggesting the gate to a woman's womb, which is certainly a birthplace of tremendous significance. To Lao Tzu, the origin of the world is female. Like a mother of any species, heaven and earth are rooted at the entrance to this womb. But there is a vast depth beneath the entrance from which so much more can emerge. This mother of all is endlessly fertile. She never ceases to breed and nurture. This mystical female is Tao, or the way. Again, an intriguing imagery. The way to this primordial female leads into the dark gorge. Tao, as a mother of all, like the Greek earth goddess Gaia, is a returning theme in the Tao Te Ching. Although ancient China was indeed a patriarchal society, Lao Tzu praises the traditionally female qualities repeatedly. Since the nature of the Tao resembles the female much more than the male, so should people behave, giving instead of taking, humble instead of proud, yielding instead of forcing, and so on. This preference must have been very radical in the days of Lao Tzu. Actually, it still is. The last line of this chapter, Lao Tzu leaves a metaphor of the womb, although he still talks about Tao. He moves on to another aspect of it, another way of looking at it. The essence of the way is as vague and fine as cobweb, because it's a principle, a natural law with no substance of its own. That's why it lasts, no matter how much is used, like a formula. So that is it. That's the short, I guess the long and short of it. It is interesting to me, hey Mitch, how in such a patriarchal society as ancient China, that like they like the author was saying in his analysis, coffee break is chilly. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of coffee, trying to stay awake, and I normally don't try not to drink it after noon. So anyway, this female as the whoa, buddy. This female as the creator is definitely interesting way of looking at it. Given that, hey Justin, that most religions are God being the Father, even though the Tao doesn't really specify itself as a religion. Um, it really is. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. Here we go again. Since the nature of the Tao resembles the female so much more than the male, so should people behave, giving instead of taking, humble instead of proud, yielding instead of forcing, and so on. I think that's a very poignant statement in that sentence. Giving, or the last sentence. Giving instead of taking, humble instead of proud, yielding instead of forcing. Oh, absolutely, Mitch. It's an addiction in and of itself. That's why I like to share different philosophies and different ideas here, and do comparative studies between, like what I'm doing with the Tanakh and the KJV. Yes, I'm religiously Jewish. But the spiritual journey is so much more than one's religion and one's ethnicity, as we are an ethno religion, right? So, but I have a much greater respect for spirituality and do not espouse that one religion is better than the other. I do go in on Christianity when Christians are being roughshod over me. I think we all know who I'm talking about. Mitch, Mitch often has that effect on people. You just have to say hey to Mitch. It's kind of a requirement. Yeah, Mitch, absolutely. Um, that's why I love the Psalms and Proverbs so much. Um, there's a lot of wisdom in there. You get a lot out of the Song of Solomon. If you understand the philosophy behind the prophecies, you can get a lot out of it. The 613 commandments that are given to the Jewish people are mostly a good way to live. I don't think that yeah, Mitch, my plan is to hit the Tibetan Book of the Dead after this, the Bhagavad Gita, Quran. If people maintain an interest in it, I mean, if we have 5 or 500, I'm gonna keep this going. It helps me with my memory and stuff like that. I feel smarter every day from doing it, and hopefully I can pass along some knowledge to people. Point taken, Mitch. That's a good idea, and I appreciate it. Okay, well, let's see. I can't remember which is first. What's next? We have Tanakh study at 4, and then 1054 and all that at 5. Uh, Zoroaster is very good, and you know what I should do, Mitch? I have my philosophy professor. His mentor wrote a great book, The History of God. Maybe once we're done, once we're done, we'll start with that, and then we can get into the other Abrahamic religion, Islam, and then get into those other books. So, hey, Misty, we're about to close shop for this one, and see y'all again at 4. Well, reading it backwards, you get the ending first. Hey, VOP. I don't know. I've read a lot of books from the back, so I just never thought about reading the holy books that way. It's the same both ways. Good point. Good point. All right, y'all. I will see y'all again at 4. I'm looking forward to. Oh, we didn't do chapter 1 because I pushed everything back, so I could respect just the beginning from the end. True statement. I was trying to respect Chris with his stream. They both asked me to watch and see what I thought, so I did. He pushed it back, and then so I had to just push all my stuff back to today. So it'll be Proverbs 2, and y'all have a good afternoon. We're all crazy. Look, this is my shirt. We're all mad here. So that's from my Kate days. All right. See y'all.